Okay, we are now at the far end. This would be, I believe, the elementary school part of the complex, the junior high complex. And what we're going to do is just kind of walk through here. Basically, I'm interested, overall, kind of looking. Looks like there's nice moat down here. We have a lot of rain, and kind of looking through. Busted windows all over the place. Now, one thing you usually look at, find about wet spots, is sort of up there, and there's the ceiling acoustical tiles, and those are right there are fairly pretty clean. We kind of come this way, come back over here in the side, and kind of shoot through the window, seeing that. Chalkboard room, get an idea. Just kind of quick walk through it. So a lot of broken windows, a lot of broken glass, but you know what? Here's where I kind of look at it. There's a possibility. Once again, the ceilings are pretty good of actually using the glass and making the glass actually pay to run the building. And that would mean high tempered and also solar. Kind of walking through that. Not much to see on that. Kind of come on the other side. And there's another little classroom here. So we got classrooms, a lot of peeling paint. Sure, a fair amount of asbestos. Boy, look at those real wood cabinets, man. Those are rich. Kind of come over to this side, and this is a treasure trove of all sorts of fun. Now you can go in there and probably organize some of this stuff and have a grand old time. Once again, looking at the ceilings, I don't see anything too bad there. This is the elementary. Some wires were down. And there is some talk, and I'm not sure how true it is. Oh, this is cute. When do you think this was written? Wanted, breaking and entering, destroying a property. I guess that means if somebody's done that. But, yeah, so we kind of did that. But this, as I said, was the first break. It was a college school at one time, as I would call it. And another look there. I'm not sure. It's a great big area in that. Floor looks in pretty good shape. I'll tell you what, it's a salvage junk person's paradise. I can sit there. We'll just go ahead and... Yeah, the guys that had it definitely want it. Now, there was an alternative school, I think, that did run out here for a while. And I had spoken, in fact, to the gentleman that had done that. It was a mixed conversation, I would say. Kind of walk up and we'll peer on in here, and this is just a hallway, so not a lot to see there. But of course, it's nice out there. The other beauty about this is you got the nice slope, you got a nice landscape area. You really create a nice thing. The brick, I mean, along what I know, I'm putting a little bit bigger than a thimble, but seems to be in pretty good shape. Now, in another area, you kind of look there in that. That looks like it's a little bit damp, and there's definitely some tiles that have fallen out. So that's probably some leakage in there. Our ceilings And I would have thought, and in some places you'd probably just take those acoustical tiles out of there. You know, we can't come around this area because it's cordoned off. But you got a general idea of what you're looking at on that part, in the elementary part of it. I think what I'll do is I'll break this up into some different tapes, kind of coming back here, and we'll go over and look at what I think is the junior high and the high that was there at the time. Of course, the old high school in Victoria is doing very little. It's right there off of Main Street. You could do a lot with it. They have used that for different events when they've had the Autumn Day celebration, and they had their centennial celebration. That was a very nice presentation, but overall, little is done with that, and that probably would be a plan to put that into play as well. It would only make sense. The whole area, these two towns, will become cities, but not sprawling and not out of control like somebody had with this door up there. And that big old gutter. Now this wood, oh, okay, it was an awning right there. Was being the key word. Now here we got that. Can't really see a lot in here. We got a better view on the other side, I think, but I'm talking on that. Boom, there he goes. So we'll head on down around here. I'm not sure, but I do believe that the rail trail is probably right over that way. Now it looks to here like there was another larger enclosure. We've got a walkway. Let's take a look. And have an idea. As we come here. Wow, how about that? Don't mind if I do. Hello! Who's inside? And this is another. If I had to guess, this might have been a auditorium meeting place or something at one time. Sounds like some water droplet. Oh, that's just water dropping. All right, here we got power. Yeah, this is what I had been told. See the power? Power had been totally taken and stripped out of here. Now, if it was stripped out of here, whether for a reason, and all the copper and the pipe, not sure, but in essence, I don't think it matters as much as a lot of people do. And that's definitely some leakage. It doesn't matter because the technology and what we'll be using, there'll be a lot of alternatives used here. And that would all be supplanted anyhow. I do say, as I look up in acoustical tiles and don't see them falling and dripping. So that is sort of a promising thing. Now we come out the door and we head back around. The door was open and the windows were broken either way. All right, kind of send back where we were. And we pick off in about 10 minutes here on our little tour of this place. And kind of what we saw on the other side. Now we head on up towards, I guess, the main high school part. And it looks like there's a connector into another building. Don't think you can really access that too well. Might be able to come around the other side and shoot on the inside though and get an idea. Now, that obviously is a large gymnasium. And of course you can see the field from the outside. But placemaking wise, this parcel finds itself in a very advantageous, I think, place and location. And the destination will draw in hundreds, thousands with what might be look to be planned and implemented and programmed. Oh, remember, we better report to the office. Our door open? No. But yet another shot on the inside. Another place in that, kind of dark. Corrugated ceiling. It didn't have any acoustic tile ceilings, that place. You know, I could envision actually, what do you know? Somebody left their door open. I had a chair too. I know why they left the chair open now. We're in again. I'll look up. I don't see acoustical tile ceiling falling every which way. You could easily get lost in here, but take a look. Bunch of lockers. Wonder if they. Combination lockers, huh? How you would ever know the combinations for them, I have no idea, but there might be a way. Anyway, we're actually walking inside this place. I'll have to tell you guys, this is much better shape, and this is just from a layman's perspective, but I might have thought. I don't want to get too far. I might get off alone. Oh, here we go. Perfect. We are on the hardwood. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but I think about what this could be. And that is pretty darn magnanimous, to say the least. I'm no GC and I don't play one on TV, but Tim the Toolman might. I'm wondering if that's still wired with its tech. You have a large gymnasium that overall, this hardwood floor, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let me check on down here. this is a very large stage. The possibilities here are infinitesimal. And just thinking out loud, as I see the incredible shape I think this actually is. I mean, you see the tearing, but that's inside paint tearing. It's not leakage. And I don't see leakage on the end down here either. And you have a really, really nice vintage. There's nice work. Art aspect of things that you could do. And if you continue, come through here. And then it goes up on the stage itself. I wonder if there's still the tech left in it and the lighting. And not really any way to really tell there, but you can almost hear the echo. Oh my gosh. Let's put our flag outside. And we're in that part. So we're going to see if we can come out this door, which we can. We're kind of in the middle of the scrub. We're going to put Old Glory up here. And we're going to come back through the scrub. You got an idea as you come out here. Where we've been. It's gymnasium, and we pretty much came and walked through that back end part over there. Now, Jeep down the way, and we sweep here. Of course, this looks like where the baseball field, football field. You could do almost anything there. I have to say that auditorium is in amazing shape. This looks like, oh, National water fountain. Now, I'm not sure how far back this goes and then connects to the Rails Trail, but that's another very, very interesting thing, because there might be, well, an Lunau of the hemp manufacturing and production and exposition area. The idea of doing a small rail and connecting Cambridge to Victoria makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you got a good shot. There's the baseball area over there in the back. We're not gonna make it through that field of mush right now, but we're gonna kind of come around, I think, the side and end up in a big circle. But so far, okay. Somebody went through and tore out all the popper pipes and electricity and everything in there. Invariably, to be honest with you, they've done you a favor, because you weren't going to be able to turn on the power into the building, I do not think, without probably having to spend an enormous amount of money to refurbish what was there. So if you're looking at taking something, refurbing it with what's there, that's probably not going to happen, because most of it's been taken out. But there are far better ways to bring power and I can see a multitude of opportunities. One way would really be to have a contest and talking about the altar end and the festival. What a great showcase for it. Now, the other part of this thing obviously was the African American Museum and inventors and innovators. And that would have a place. I mean, I think there probably is adjacent land in all directions that that could be used here and could further out the footprint. My basic line from a developer standpoint is acquire everything you possibly can. Now, somebody, I don't know who it is, maybe you got across the street, but they always park their truck there in the back. You always see that. But overall, I would say, considering what this building has gone through, the fact it probably hasn't had, I'll give you an idea what most kids wouldn't even know what that is. Mommy, is that a flying saucer? A geodesic dome. No, you live under it with a real small Lilliputian. But anyway, considering what the building has gone through, probably a C+, maybe even a B-, just on the bone structure, and the rest is the rest. But my big concern, I thought we would find large areas of ceiling tiles and degradation within the higher ends, or even the brick part. And that has not been the case at all, which is a very good sign. They look like they do a little shop and work on things across the street. All right, now we'll kind of wrap the tour here. We got an idea of what's there. I mean, actually, if you took a volunteer people, 10 people with bush hogs and bush hogs with cutters, clippers, clean up the windows in the areas. Some of the holly trees aren't too bad. I think this has a lot of potential, which is a terrible word. So, this has a lot of kick-ass connectivity and kinetic connectivity to it. That's probably not something that's a very common sight within the building. Looks like the awning fell, basically rotted and fell down. As the kids would say, big woo. So, about 25 minutes on this, just kind of walk around. Curious about the trail, where that kind of comes in. I don't know how far back, but I'm probably going GIS and a map and kind of look at where that might be. I would not think it would be too far from where we are. You might take a walk. Yeah, let's do this. Let's take a walk back down. Looks like there's a slope grade, and that slope grade may actually go to where the old track was. Well, let's take a gander there. The nice thing about the buildings are they're very open. I mean, there's classrooms that are there, but they could probably use, and the ones that are reopened could be closed. And there's gobs of space to build whatever you want to build if you want to build anything new. So, you know, this kind of drops off here and slopes off there. Yeah, it'd be nice to see if you could see the track come out. Now that's the apartments that's over there right next to it. And I think it's probably about 100, maybe about 200 or 300 feet that direction. We can go GIS, take a look at the map. Obviously the trail would be connected, the rail would be connected. It would merge Kenbridge and Victoria, and now with what might be happening with Kenbridge, not to mention the alternative end of things that the hemp industry will bring in. This could be the right time, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, alumnus. Kathy. Oh yeah. Corrado. This is what I was talking about, man. I don't think you guys ever saw this. I might get Mike Rowe out here. I bet he could whip it into shape. All right, so we're going to matriculate on out of here. Ozzy, Scott Oz. Kind of signing off here, but maybe looking again, come back here and you'll always remember the full video when we drove this right into history. And the history is going to be very bright. Ciao, fellas. Ladies.